Hello everyone, and welcome back to Commander Clash. This week, for science, we're figuring out who would win. A $10 deck versus a $100 deck versus a $1,000 deck versus a $10,000 deck. Let's see what everyone's playing.
Hey, it's Phil, and I'm playing a $1,000 deck, which is pretty close to what one of my personal decks would cost if I just upgrade the mana base with fetch lands and stuff. So I'm doing exactly that. Time to bust out the Space Marines.
Hi, I'm Richard, and I'm playing the Wise Mothman. I got the Fallout Precon and just upgraded a little bit with cards I had lying around, so just $10,000, no biggie.
Yo, what's up? This week we're back with a $10 deck, courtesy of the help of some budget commander tinkering. It's a Paco and Halden deck. We're going to see if we can just get there on the back of lands and our commander.
I'm Seth, and my deck's looking to win by giving the rest of the table tokens with my commander Kemble Profiteering Mare on the battlefield. This show is brought to you by our sponsors. You can purchase all the accessories we use on the show over at ultimateguard.com, and you can purchase all your cards over at cardkingdom.com/mtggoldfish. You can also support us by buying merch at our merch store at mtggoldfishmerch.com and liking and subscribing to help the channel grow. All right, with the intros out of the way, let's hop into the game. 3, 2, 1. Clash Oh, you guys are getting better. You guys are getting better at it.
What? It sounded really out of sync.
You're improving. You and Phil kind of nailed it.
I nailed it. So
And then Krim just said random words, and it's his turn.
There's a rule: if you don't play a land in the first 4 seconds of your turn, you skip it.
Oh,
F6.
the Moto rule. I did not draw for my turn, but I'm going to do that because, I don't really get to draw cards. I'm going to go ahead and play Wayfarer's Bauble and go ahead.
Mortuary Mire. That's a surveil land. I'm going to surveil. Keep this on top, and then your go, Phil.
How hard was it to build a $10,000 deck?
Very easy. I just took my Fallout Precon and I just slapped together some cards I had sitting around. And then we got to sit down. So
High roller Richard.
10,000 of the cheapest available version. So I didn't cheat by putting in a serialized card or anything. But if you actually want to build this deck, you got to fork over the cash. There are some weird obscure cards that you probably
Go ahead,
play.
Grim.
All right.
I wanted a fetch land so I could show you guys I would fetch this $5 card rather than my $600
Original dual land.
Yeah, right? That's how much it doesn't matter.
Wow. Richard loves those surveil lands.
They are great. I'm passing after that.
So cool, yeah.
Speaking of which, Bayou. Wait.
Oh.
I'm missing blue mana. It's fine. Bayou. Incubation Druid. It's a mana dork. So add a mana of any type that a land you control could produce. If Incubation Druid has a +1/+1 counter on it, add 3 mana of that type instead. For 5 mana, adapt 3, which is put 3 +1/+1 counters on it. You can go.
Alright, draw for turn. Enter the battlefield tapped unless you have 2 or more opponents. Pretty sure I have 2 or more opponents here. And then I'm going to play Lothar Corrupt Sheriff. Whenever a player casts their second spell each turn, I lose 1 life and create a treasure. And go.
Busted.
Can you die to that? I'm always scared of this.
Oh,
What is the likelihood of dying to this
that
versus
limited, but good way to die.
I'm just going to play a swamp and pass the turn.
End of turn for maximum sweat. I will now crack my Wayfarer's Bauble. Any responses?
Nope.
So many basics.
I mean, what do you expect? I'm $10, dude.
Is back to basics under $10? Should I be worried?
$10.
Oh god, no.
So I will.
You know what the irony is? Because I have all the duels, I had to make land in my mana base, so I cut every single basic. And you know what's next on the chopping block? Shock lands. I don't even need them.
Oh, Shocklands are next.
Wow.
Because it's surveil lands
pass.
and the dual lands. Pass. What is this?
You need them for
Nobody
fetching purposes, don't you?
play 2 spells, not 0 spells. What the hell?
Yeah, my budget deck's not going to help you with that
$10
much.
deck. I have 1 spell a turn.
I'm mana screwed, guys.
No.
All that money in the you have a $10,000 deck and you can't just get 50 lands.
And you got a mana door.
Oh, this is so disgusting. Opposition agent check? No. Okay.
Oh god, for a land.
Are we mana touring for a land?
Do I get a surveil land or do I get my actual dual land? I'm getting a hedge.
You want a hedge.
I'm getting a hedge base. You got
Yeah,
it.
you are.
I'm getting a hedge base and passing.
You're not even going to play it. Wow.
Well, I'm not going to play it.
I mean,
Okay. Oh,
Wait a minute,
so
where's
I'm
the
going to
hedge
play Exotic Orchard. And if you guys don't play 2 spells a turn, I guess I have to. Sorry to the editor, but this is the first time I cast this, and I'm open it, so it's good in the deck, but it is tedious to keep track of. Charismatic Conqueror. Whenever an artifact or creature enters the battlefield untapped and under an opponent's control, they may tap that permanent. If they don't, I create a 1/1 white vampire token creature with lifelink. So I'm pretty much gonna have to ask you, does that enter untapped?
Wow, that is worded super annoying.
And then I'm
surveil
going
on top,
to...
by the way.
I'm going
Okay.
to play another spell. If you guys don't cast 2 spells, I have to. A Hard Evidence. And first of all, I'm going to get pinged for 1 and get a treasure. And then I'm going to create a blue crab and a token, if that resolves, I assume. Yeah.
Hey, Krim has
Hard
4
evidence.
mana.
There it is, a crab. And I'm gonna get a clue after I swing in at... I'm scared. Pass.
How big
I'm
is
gonna
it?
get a clue. It's a 2/1. I don't want to risk
All right.
anything.
I will draw for my turn. Okay, so I think this is actually kind of funny. I'm going to play a swamp, and then I'm going to pay 3 manas, and I'm going to play my commander, Kemble Profiteering Mare. Whenever 1 or more tokens enter the battlefield under your opponent's control, for each of them, create a tap token that's a copy of it. This ability only triggers once each turn, and then when 1 or more tokens ETB under my control, each opponent loses a life and you gain a life.
I'm going to just cast Omen of the Hunt with that on the stack.
Sure.
Is that a ramp spell?
Enters the
Yeah.
battlefield. I get to search my library for a basic land card, baby. I can pay 3 to sack it and scry.
I just want to mention how
Yes.
good Campbell is against me. It's also in my deck. I'm also going to ask you if this enters untapped, and then you and I get a token. I
So
guess.
how
Oh,
how does
God.
it work? Is Kemble's gonna enter. I'm not gonna tap it to Phil's thing. So you're gonna make a 1/1 lifelink vampire, and then I will make a tapped 1/1 lifelinking vampire because I get a copy of Phil's token. And
so
then
when
everyone's
Phil
gonna
pops
lose a
off,
life
Seth
and I gain a
pops off
life.
harder?
So Kemble
Just
only
y-
triggers once during
Okay,
each
otherwise.
turn. So
Okay.
once Phil makes, I'll get a copy of the first thing that he makes. If you cast a Lingering Souls, I'll get 2 spirits. But if you make a single treasure and then pop off, I'll only get the treasure
it's
or
a-
whatever. So, and then you can go, Krim.
Finally, time to end the game.
This is going to escalate quickly, Sam. We're gonna
Speedy.
end this.
I will pay 3 mana, and I'm going to cast Halden, Avid Arcanist tapped. I'm going to tap it.
Gonna ask.
You may play non-creature cards from exile with fetch counters on them if you exiled them, and you may spend mana as though it were mana of any color to cast those spells. Richard, would you like to search for Paco?
No.
All right.
Scavenger grounds, and it is time for the Mothman.
Oh boy.
3/3 flying. When it enters a battlefield or attacks, each player gets a rad counter. Whenever 1 or more non-land cards are milled, put a +1/+1 counter on up to each of X target creatures, where X is the number of non-land cards milled this way. So everybody get radiation. Did I play a land? Yes, I will pass the turn.
So I'm gonna draw, and then at the beginning of my pre-combat main phase, if you have any red counters, mill that many cards. For each non-land card milled this way, you lose 1 life and 1 red counter. I'm going to mill a non-land, so I'm going to lose 1 life.
Whenever 1 or more non-land cards, I'm going to put a +1/+1 counter. I'm going to put 1 onto Incubation Druid.
So I'm going to play a Plains. Oh, this is gonna be disgusting to keep track of. I'm going to play a Machine God's Effigy. You may have it enter the battlefield as a copy of a creature, but it's not a creature. I'm going to target Seth's commander.
Wait, what happens
All right.
here?
Well, now he
Creature
also
copy
gets
effect resolves.
more tokens.
Is there any world where this goes infinite? No, right? Because it's once
No,
per
because
turn.
it's
No,
limited to
but
once
it
per
is-
turn, so
but
there's
it-
no infinite.
Then I'm going to tap it. I'm going to crack a treasure and play a Orzhov Signet, which is my second spell for the turn. So I'm going to lose a
Sweet.
life. And then Seth and I are going to create a treasure.
Oh, so this is
Is
actually
your
kind of
treasure
funny.
gonna be tapped?
So that's worth mentioning with Kemble too. Like the tokens are tapped that it makes.
The token attack.
Uh,
Okay, that's
So I'm gonna get a tap treasure. Y'all get drained for 1 because I made a treasure, and then Phil's
Right.
gonna make a tap treasure, and y'all gonna get drained for 1.
oh right. Yeah. So since I got a Campbell, sorry, I didn't play Campbell yet. It is pretty brand new. Yeah, this treasure entered. So my Campbell triggers as well. Yeah, it is gonna be fun to keep track of. So I get a tap treasure, and
Phil,
everybody
get-
gets
Right, we get,
drained
oh my
for
god.
1.
So, okay.
So we get
every
drained for 4.
turn, when they do something, we get drained for 3.
Oh god.
4.
Because they're gonna
4.
ping pong back and forth.
Oh,
this
this is
one.
disgusting.
So I should be at
This
35.
game is pretty dumb.
That's gonna be
Accidental
dumb.
two-headed giants.
It's gonna fry my brain eventually.
Okay, so is it my turn then? All right. So I'm going to untap. I will draw for my turn. I have a radiation counter, so I will mill a card. It's a secure the way, so I'll lose a life
Boss man triggers.
and get rid of the
gosh,
get rid of the counter. I will get a real treasure momentarily, but I'm gonna spend it here anyway. I'm gonna play a swamp. I'm gonna play Burnished Heart for 3 mana. It'll enter text.
Okay.
Oh, restraint.
Yeah, Phil's just
That
way ahead of me.
ability.
Play another spell.
If I play another spell, you get a treasure, I get a treasure. That actually does seem kind of good.
Oh god.
All right.
Yeah, no. This Phil is pulling further ahead than you, Seth. You can't just keep feeding
Oh,
it.
no, I got the $1,000 version.
All right. I'm just gonna attack you with a 1/1 life linker because I want to gain life.
I'm at 35.
I will just pass the turn, and I'm gonna find a proper treasure while you're
So,
going.
so Crib, you know what's in budget of a $10 deck? Because I know I built $10 decks before.
What?
Boom pile.
Yes, it sure is. It sure is, buddy. I'm gonna scry 2. And I'm gonna put it like that. I'm gonna untap. I'll draw. Then I mill 1.
You only remove the radiation if you get a non-land, so you keep the radiation.
Oh, well, this is gonna be very awkward. I will go ahead and play a mountain. I don't think Richard's gonna board wipe unless he gets value from me as well. So I'll feed my Hapako to this.
Tapped.
I'm gonna play it untapped.
Progress the game.
I'm gonna
going to
be a
create-
liability
Why would you play your commander and then want the board wipe? What?
because you won't do
think
it
he really
unless
wants
you're in
that
a
board
dire
wipe.
situation. So
I don't know why you guys think I'm gonna board wipe. I don't have room in my
So
budget
let's-
for
let's-
that.
then
resolve
we're
this.
dead no matter what. So I may as well just expedite the process.
This vampire
he is
will
actually
gain me
into-
1 life, and everybody gets drained for 1.
And then
Yes.
I will also get a vampire.
So they're going to get
Which
two
means
triggers
I will
each.
also get a vampire, but this
Yeah.
was
Yeah.
tapped. Oh god, no.
So Phil made a vampire, then I made a vampire, then Phil made a vampire. So I think
Okay.
it's 3, right?
Okay.
We good? Can I go to combat now?
Oh, Paco has haste. Okay, this makes more sense now.
Oh yeah.
All right, I'm gonna attack you, Seth. When Paco attacks, exile the top card of each player's library and put a fetch counter on each of them. Put a 1/1 counter on Paco for each non-creature exiled this way.
3
I get a
lands.
swamp.
All right, cool.
So I will take 7 commander, I guess.
That's it. Pass.
All right, I'm gonna draw. I'm gonna radiate Yavimaya, so I don't take any damage.
Show me, Richard. Where's that board wipe?
I don't know why you think I have board wipe, so I'm off the board wipe.
Yeah, he's so
I'm
tapped.
hoping.
Because Seth
It's-
does the Richard thing, but then you guys keep attacking me. I'm like, why am I board wiping then? Like, why would I do this?
Well, here's
I'm
here's
off
how
the
it's
board
going
wipe.
down.
No.
You've noticed
I
I
don't think
played
they're
just a
gonna
little budget upgrade. Here. It's actually not bad in the whole scheme of things in my deck. It's an $800 card. Tap this for 2 blue mana or 3 blue mana. I'm going to play a Fathom Mage. So this is a 1/1. It's going to enter tap. Oh, okay. Whenever I put a +1/+1 counter on it, I get to draw a card. I'm going to tap the Cradle for 3, 1 blue. I'm going to play Undead Alchemist.
Yeah, on
Ooh.
the stack there's gonna be
Yay!
some stuff. I'm going to create a treasure, which will
Then
drain
I
you
will-
guys.
Then I'll make a
And
tap
I
treasure, which
lose a
will drain
life?
you guys. You get 1 more tap
Vampire.
treasure.
So Richard and I take 3.
Right, there's 3 Kemble triggers altogether.
I'm going to evolve the Fathom Mage because the Undead Alchemist has greater power of toughness. I'm going to draw a card. So the way the board works is when I radiate, you guys will mill. If you guys mill a creature, I'm going to make a zombie instead, which will then trigger these dirtles over here.
Yeah.
And then we're going to die
Yeah.
real quick.
What have we done?
Hey, you gotta play your deck. You gotta play your deck.
I mean, that's what my deck
we
does.
gotta,
but
we
this
gotta,
is
we
getting
gotta radiate.
ridiculous.
We gotta radiate.
Yeah,
We're
you
here to
gotta do it.
radiate. So I will hit Phil. And we all get a radiation because when he attacks, we get a radiation.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Ah,
Can you
feels
pop
like
it?
And I'm
popping
going
off
to
so
untap.
much harder
He
than me.
is. He's popping off way hard. You can't feed him. You got
This might overload my brain.
start
I might just
attacking him.
do
Start
insane
attacking
displays soon. Radiation. And it is a Prince Imrahil the
It's
Fair.
a creature. All right. You exile that.
First of all, I lose life.
Oh, you lose 1 life to radiation. I've already forgot my triggers. So I'm going to put a +1/+1 counter on Fathom Mage. Draw a card.
Yo, $10 deck go burr. I do like that. I don't
Okay.
pay attention to anything.
So now, since your commanders are all about to pop off, I'm going to just have them pop off anyway. Right? I'm going to enter my zombie untapped because you guys are going to trigger anyway. So you guys can start triggering now.
Okay, so both Campbells will make a zombie that drains everybody for 1.
Okay,
I
so
make
And then they
a
done the thing.
vampire, which drains everybody for 1.
Then Seth makes 1 as well.
I make
Gotta remind him
make a
of you know,
zombie.
those triggers, you know.
Well, I'm just trying to find. I'm trying to find a zombie, but all right.
Oh, this is
I'll
the
use
worst
this for
game
now.
ever.
All right.
This
so,
is bad.
so
Will
yes, I
Seth
make
find
I
the
make a
token
zombie.
before the next trigger goes off?
I'm totally gonna die to my own radiation.
Okay, since this wasn't absurd enough, I want more cards, so I'm going to pay 5
Sure.
mana and cast my beautiful, beautiful commander, Manius Kalga. Whenever 1 or more tokens enter the battlefield under your control, draw a card. And for 6 mana, I create 2/2/2 Astartes Warriors, so Space Marines. Then I'm going to pay 2 mana. My brain is gonna get fried. I'm going to play an Ominous Seas. But first, I lose a life and create a treasure. Then I draw a card from Manius Karga. Ominous Seas enters the battlefield. And now whenever I draw a card, put a foreshadow counter on Ominous Seas and remove 8 foreshadow counters from it and create an 8/8 blue Kraken token.
Is there a day where Phil can't get value? Does
Yeah,
this exist?
seriously.
No.
Does
Damn,
this exist
I'm
ever?
living-
Does the man
living
ever
that.
get value screwed?
I mean, this
Nope.
is literally
No.
my paper deck. This is what I live to play, but it is exhausting to play. I'm going to swing in with the life linkers at Seth.
Good. The
Oh, you
token
won
players
one.
are going it for each other.
I'll block one of them and take 2, I guess.
So 1 dice, I gain 2. Here's a Rafine's Tower and pass.
Yeah. This game. So we'll untap and
Super
draw.
chill, dude. Super chill.
Get radiated. Mill a Marshall Q. So I will take 1.
Oh, I keep forgetting. I'm out of control here. So I get a Mothman trigger. 2, 4, 6. Fathom Mage again. Draw a card.
Since people, for some odd reason, don't play a lot of land destruction, did you know land destruction spells are cheap?
You can. Oh my god, I'm probably gonna win though.
I mean, if you land destruction, then the game is over immediately.
Am I feeding is the question? Am I feeding?
I'm not sure that
All
mass
right.
land destruction is the way to deal with specific lands. That sounds like
No.
I'm going to
but
play Chef.
I just want y'all to remember that.
yeah.
Go ahead, Grim.
Wait,
If-
what? Oh, you play Final Showdown? What's going on?
Rad.
I might be able
Oh,
to help next turn. I think I can help
I
next
hit
turn.
2 lands, Richard, with double ref, so I keep my rad counters, I guess.
Yeah, I don't trigger Wise Mothman. You have failed me.
I'm gonna play the forest from my exile. I'm gonna swing at Seth, and then we
All right.
all exile.
So everyone's going to exile. Windbriskites.
No!
Please,
He
chat.
killed the
Hey!
Enforcer.
Okay,
Grim,
so I
I hate
exile the
you.
forest. So I will get 3 counters.
I'll block with the burnished heart, and then
Oh, wait,
I
we
will.
thought Seth had Vega Brain plays, but he was just using British.
I will sack the burnished heart to get to
We
planes.
might have assumed a lot more than this.
I was like, oh, that's got to be Final Showdown.
I'm a budget deck too. I'm a budget deck too. I'm $100.
Is it
budget
expensive?
deck.
It can't be that expensive.
All right, so I'll get 2 planes. I can help during my turn. Like if you guys just stop murdering me for a minute,
But
I
is
can
it going
help
to kill
you.
my Mothman? I'm trying to radiate.
Second main. So I'm gonna cast Broken Bond, which will destroy target artifact or enchantment. You may put a land card from your hand onto the battlefield. I'd like to target your Machine God's effigy.
Oh, nice.
Oh,
Like,
right.
okay,
yeah,
okay.
Thank goodness.
That's
We
a
have
good thing.
broken the loop. Good
I
job,
could've done
$10
that.
deck.
Quite
the
a while
best
ago,
part about all
but
of this.
I really thought Richard would have done something by now. So
No, I don't. Rats are too cheap. I can't put them
it's
in my
not a
deck.
wrath. I'm talking interaction, my dude. Put a mountain into play. You'll still get the card if I cast a second spell.
He'll get
I'm
a
gonna draw
treasure, right?
more cards than you could. Like, it's gonna happen.
Don't
Yeah,
listen to
that's
him.
true.
Play responsibly.
Sure. I'm gonna just cast 15 spells. I'm gonna pass.
I mean, you should. If you're gonna cast 2 spells, you might as well cast 15 while you're at it. I'm going to draw, and then I'm going to radiate 2. Mana Drain. Dryad
outta
of
here.
Elysian
Woo!
Grove. So I take 2 damage, and I put a +1/+1 counter on 2 things. I'm gonna put 1 on Fathom Mage, and then I'm gonna put 1 on Mothman. In case we're trying to Toxic Deluge or something, let's get out of range.
Yo, Mr. 10K, can you can you do something to Phil?
Yo.
Don't. You're not gonna tell me Mr. 10K ain't got nothing while Mr. $10 got to do stuff.
Yo, I had to use a lot of my slots to eat up budget. Okay. So I'm gonna add triple black. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm gonna add 5 mana with Gaia's Cradle. So I'm gonna cast a Crypt Gas. go to 2
Dork,
black
baby.
and then 2 green. So I don't want Phil to make a token. So Crypt Gas enters tapped. And then I'm going to use the 4 mana to cast Siphon Mind. Each player discards a card and you draw a card, and I'm going to extort.
Okay,
right, so I
so
lose
that's
one.
going to be the second spell. So that means that Lotho will trigger for
I
Phil.
lose a life
And then
draw a card and put a count on this.
I will also get a treasure. And then when I make a treasure, y'all get drained for 1 because of my commander. I'm discarding Tisa Karlov.
I'm discarding Decree of Pain.
We did it, boys. We drew the Reliquary Tower.
Oh.
How many cards do you have in hand?
9 now.
Oh,
I have an extra black mana due to Crypt Gas. So I guess we use this and the Reliquary Tower to Agatha's Soul Cauldron.
How
ooh.
does it enter tap?
Come on, Phil. Yes. Phil, I'm going to send 4 at you. Everyone gets radiation.
So
And then-
much radiation.
I will pass the turn.
I mean, it gets more manageable now, I guess. Tap.
Yeah, at least
And
you
then
don't also
I-
have my commander. That was a little
draw for
over
turn,
the top.
puts a count on this, then I radiate, put a marsh flats on the, okay. Oh my god, please tell me I have 2 planes in my deck, otherwise this is gonna be awkward. I'm going to play Birth of Meletis. Search your library for basic planes. Reveal that card and put it into your hand as the first chapter. Yep, I got 2 things that search for planes, so I got 2 planes. That should be enough. I'm going to play that planes. I missequenced that, but hey, it's gonna happen. I'm going to play a Tiefsee Laura, Deep Sea Lurker or something.
Chasm Skulker? I think
Chasm
that's
Chasm Skulker,
yeah.
actually.
Skulker?
Oh yeah, that tells us you can't really translate this. That was my second spell, so before this enters, I will get pinged at a treasure. Draw
And
a
I will
card.
also get a treasure, which will
Which
then
will
drain
ping us.
everyone for 1. Yes.
So then Chasm Skulker
Cool.
enters the battlefield. Whenever I draw a card, put a count on this, and when it dies, I create tokens as much as it has counters on it. And then I'm going to 3 mana Nadia's Nightblade. Whenever a token you control leaves the battlefield, each
Now we
opponent
have a-
loses 1 life and you gain 1 life. Please don't remove this,
It's a
otherwise
token
my
or
win
creature
conditions
token?
get a little-
A token.
Swing in with the 3 lifelink vampires and Crim.
I'll block one of them.
You all lose 1 because of the Nightblade. Hey, if you ever run into me in a command fest, I'm gonna play this, and I'm gonna misplay like crazy. That's happened before.
I think there's another
Bad
creator
as
I
it
want to
looks.
play with. There's a way to get out
That
of
should
this,
be.
and it's called Farewell. Is that within $100 budget, Seth?
I gotcha. I don't know if Phil's got a counter or something. but
Sunfall? Maybe
Uh,
Sunfall's in
Yeah,
budget.
pass.
I do
I'm
have an
gonna pass.
answer. I'm going to untap. I will draw for my turn, and then I will do my red counter. Shenanigans. I will. Ooh, I mill a Rite of Oblivion.
Ooh.
Not the worst thing to
That has
get. in the
value.
So I get a
graveyard.
counter.
So I
from
take
Mothman
1.
trigger. And you
right.
say we're killing Phil? I was joking. Draw a card with Battle
So-
Beach.
Oh my god.
I want to do cute things, but
Just do cute things.
Just do the thing.
do cute things and die. I'm going to swing at Phil with 2 1/1 lifelinkers.
Yeah, I'm going to block with a zombie and a crab.
So I'll gain 2. One of my vampires dies. So 4 treasures sacked. 5, 6, 7, and
Anud.
On
8.
do. On do.
I am going to undo inversion.
He's on doing it. Resolves from my end.
I'm going to crack 3 treasures,
So we each take 3.
which will drain everybody for 1,
3.
2, 3. Then I'm going to cast Grand Crescendo, X equals 1, create X 1/1 white citizen creature tokens. Creatures you control gain indestructible end of turn.
All right, boys. If you got counters,
So
give it
if
time.
you got a
That's why
counter,
we
that's
That's why we said farewell.
Yeah.
So Seth, you got nothing? All right, I'll negate that. That's in the budget.
Hey,
That's in the budget.
$10 deck for the win.
Ah,
Yes. Oh, that's huge.
that is
So
big,
this-
yeah.
So how much damage do we take from Phil is the question. Just
4.
4.
You didn't want to stick in there for 1 more turn. It would have been.
I don't think I would have
I'm-
lived for one more turn.
I'm going to put my commander in the graveyard.
Oh, that's always good to see.
And then
Oh no, he must have misclicked.
and then I'm just going to play a Phyrexian Arena and you can go, Phil. Or Krim.
Wow, I've been such a non-factor.
I saved
Seth
us.
forgot I was in
saved
the
us.
game. All right, I mill
We did
3.
it.
Oh my
Don't
god, I
murder
actually
me.
had something. 2 lands and a Gaia's Gift.
Okay, no one cares anymore. My Mothman is dead, but you take one.
So I'm going to go ahead and play Paco. Does this resolve? I also tapped incorrectly.
Mm-hmm.
Is Seth dead?
I'm going to cast Enter the Unknown, which is target creature I control explores. I may play an additional land this turn. Blue player check.
Yep.
All right.
I have no responses to anything.
So reveal the top card of my library. Oh my god, it's a land. And then I'm going to go ahead and play a mountain. I'm going to attack Phil. So everybody
first of all,
exile
we
the
have a
top.
trigger.
So we all exile. Altar of
Oh, you would have
Dimension.
lost next turn. Turns out that was
Plumb
kind of
the
key to
forbidden.
kill me there.
Wait, were you going to go infinite?
There's 3 non-
Maybe.
Oh, wait,
it would have been close to infinite, let's say.
All right. 3 counters. 6 at Phil.
Yes, sir.
And then that's 6 commander, and then I pass.
I'm going to draw a card, and then I'm going to radiate. No, Cord of Cunning.
Oh, I love that card.
I go to 17, lose my thing. I've lost all my good pieces. We play Underground Sea. Casual $800 card. I save 2 life, which may be relevant. I'm just going to Lord Revealed. My hand is kind of doo-doo.
You are totally a combo deck, Richard.
I think it's just literally a money pile just to make it work.
Well,
Oh, that's
you.
I guess
like,
you could
if you
put it in
see,
some
you
kind.
have my Thieves Guild Enforcer, my Altar of Dementia sitting there, my Soul.
Yeah, okay, yeah,
Altar,
that seems
like,
pretty
kind of my
concrete,
mill
actually.
pieces
I
are
like
kind of
that.
missing. Go ahead.
Sort of body and mind would be good right now.
Well, I don't have a body to put it on.
Well, I'm just saying more of like I could be
Radiate?
milling people and it'd be sick.
Nope. Well, I'm going to play a Reliquary Tower, tap all my mana, and just recast Manios Kaiga, and then I pass.
I'm excited. I get to do the cute thing. All right, so I'm going to untap, draw, and then I will Phyrexian Arena to draw and lose a life. So I'm going to spend 3 mana. I'm going to play Haunted Angel, the original haunted creature. 3 mana, 3/3 with flying. When it goes to the graveyard from play, I exile it, and then each other player makes a 3/3 angel creature token with flying.
This can't go. This can't end well.
Living death?
All right.
What's going on here?
So no.
Oh.
No, you don't die, but it's cute. So if this, hopefully, if this doesn't work the way I want it to, I'm probably rewinding. Lawyer, rules judge. What I'm going to do is I'm going to cast Victimize. Choose 2 creatures in my graveyard, sack a creature, and then reanimate those 2 creatures. So what I'm going to try to do is I'm going to target Kemble and Burnished Tart, and then sacrifice the angel. I get these 2 back. Haunted Angel will go to the graveyard and end up going to non-Paco exile. So you all get a 3/3 black angel creature token with flying. I'm going to get 3 tap versions
Wait,
of them.
still draw
See?
cards? Disgusting.
Wasn't
Yes,
that cute?
I did draw cards.
And then you can go. So actually, I did miss something. So you're actually going to, lose a life because of Kemble draining you because I had a token enter the battlefield.
All right.
And I'll go back
draw.
up to 21.
I'll mill 2. I lose 1. Font of Fertility went into the graveyard. I'll tap 5 Dawn. I'm gonna go ahead and play my commander, the other one, Halden. Seth, you can look for Paco.
Hey, thank you.
Yeah, of course.
Let me see here.
I will go ahead.
Hang on.
Oh yeah. I gotta
My
wait.
Paco.
We gotta wait. We gotta
No,
wait.
okay,
Hold on.
you're good. Yeah.
I'm gonna play this forest. I'm gonna go ahead and cast the Growth Spiral from my exile. So I'll draw a card and then put an extra land into play.
He's ramping so hard. How?
Sure.
Yep. Now I'm gonna go ahead and go to combat. I'm gonna just die to Seth's draining naturally. I'm gonna swing at Seth, and then we're all gonna exile.
I kind of wanted lands.
Oh,
from
well,
this.
that's not good.
Oh.
You don't care about creatures, or do?
I do
That's
not
a
care about creatures.
Knight of the White, or good. Okay.
You get a Dark Ritual.
The Dark Ritual and Vesuva. Now those
That's pretty
matter.
good.
I only get 3 counters, right? Because you hit a knight.
I will once again block with Burnished Tart.
I guess I can pass. Plumb the Forgotten, is that instant or sorcery?
It is instant.
Okay, I'm going to play Diamond City. Enters a battlefield with a shield counter on it. I can move a shield counter from it to a target creature only if 2 or more creatures enter the battlefield under my control this turn. So here's 6 mana, Mothman. Everyone gets 1 radiation.
Wait.
Okay.
Rads are starting to hurt.
Yeah, stop
It's
that.
1 rad.
Mothman.
They're draining you for $1 billion.
Stop
Yeah, that's
that
true.
evil
You're right,
Mothman.
Richard. You're right.
Hey,
Okay, you're
I'm
right.
not the baddie
Resolve.
anymore.
Maybe I should tap like this, actually. I'm going to tap like this. All right, go ahead.
All right, I'm going to untap. I'm going to draw. Be nice to not draw lands. Let me guess. I'm going to mill the non-lands. Rats, 2. Yeah, that's some non-lands.
Oh, they're kind of rampy.
Okay, so
Front
Mothman
Spider
triggers.
and Thought Vessel.
Okay, so I get to 1 on each creature then.
I guess I'm going to play Undercity Sewers, Surveil, to the top. Oh god, I mean, No.
Did you play around the fact that if I untap, I get to Mothman you to get one
I
radiation?
guess.
Oh, no, you draw it, though. You draw it first. It's fine. You draw it first.
I do draw it first. I might also just draw it now. 6 mana. And I'm going to activate my commander to create 2/2/2 Astartes warrior.
The Astartes? Okay.
I will also
Back
get
into
2
Spiders.
Astartes.
Wait,
Yeah.
no. What are you doing, Phil?
Gotta draw those cards, man. That's what I
But
live
you're
for.
going to pass the turn. You might as well do it on Seth's turn so he can't get two
I
triggers.
could. I already did it. So good call next turn.
Are
There
those
won't be a next
Transformers?
turn.
What are these?
Those are Space Marines, baby.
That
Let's
looks like a
go.
bunch of sound waves
Immersion
from this
equals
resolution.
growth.
That does.
Whenever I want no more tokens, I'm going to draw that card. Thank you. And
Uh,
then I'm going to pass the turn.
I don't know if I mentioned this.
I get
but
drained
You
for
get drained.
2.
You each get drained for 2 because of the
Yeah.
tokens entering. We will untap and we will draw with Arena and lose a life. And then we will draw for our turn. And then we will get radiated and mill a lightning greaves and lose a life from that.
Mothman grows. We just got to commander damage them, Krim. We could do it. Do you have hatred?
I'm not going to live.
Whoa, how many
That's-
I'm gonna
cards
play
do you
a
have in hand,
Plains.
Richard?
2, 4,
Flash,
6,
I got
8,
4
10,
grip.
11. Would you believe me if none of them did anything useful?
No,
Interesting.
actually, no.
I mean, do you want to live, Krim? We could just be friends. You don't have to just keep attacking me.
I mean, sure.
No, don't take this. Don't take this.
You got to remember that no matter what, they all can just block it, right? So
No, but
I can
it
so
doesn't have
so-
evasion.
You're allowing him to swing out if you say you're friends, but he's going to fear your creature if you don't agree, that he's going to hold his creatures back.
But then he kills me
Or I can
anyway.
just swing out at him and get rid of his counter spell and his the
How do you get rid of the
threat
counter spell?
by killing him.
What if he has Etherize?
And too expensive. Doesn't fit in a $10 budget. It's like 30 cents.
It's
no,
50.
you might die.
It's 50 cents.
3 mana. I am going to cast Yasgard's Call, X1. It makes X1/1 white soldier creature token. So I'm attempting to make a 1/1 white
It's
soldier
bad.
creature
Just
token.
the value 1 token.
I'll memory lapse that.
All right, Krim is going to memorize
That's the counter spell,
So
so that
that'll
goes
go
back
back
on
on the top of my deck. I'm going to swing at Phil with all 3 of the 3/3 angels.
I mean, I'm gonna take the 9 then, right?
You got an
block
angel.
it.
You could block
You
with
have an
one. if you
Yeah,
wanted.
but I want to block the Mothman, though. I'm pretty sure that's
Oh,
more
right.
important.
Wait, how much
than
commander damage do you have, Phil?
7 from the Mothman.
I mean,
and
Mothman's not
6
even close
from
to-
the dog.
And then you can go, Krim.
All right. Dope. I'm going to untap. I'm going to draw. Great. Let's see how many rats. Great.
How many-
Mill
how many-
my Doc Orlock, Grizzled Genius, and an island.
Doc Orlock is
Okay.
sweet. I like that card a lot.
Doc
Yeah, it's
Orlock
gone,
is
yeah.
nuts.
1 counter onto the Mothman. He's up to 6.
I'm going to swing at Phil with Paco. And
I'm
then
gonna
everybody
throw one
exiles
out.
the top.
Hey,
Open the
guess
way.
what?
I
It's
knew
a Horn
it
of Valhalla.
was.
Oh, the combo. Oh, the memory. Oh, that's actually sweet. That combo. I never thought about it. Oh, God. That dog is huge.
Yeah, I mean,
That's a
I'm
big
gonna
boy.
throw one of these boys in front of this.
You want to take 13 Commander?
Just take the full.
That'll be
13.
fine.
Fine.
Okay. Yeah, you are blocking. I mean, I'm not stopping that. Second main. I'm going to cast Horn of Valhalla.
Ooh,
Are you
can
casting the
mix it up.
adventure
You
mode
do it.
or the?
No, I'm just straight up casting Horn of Valhalla. So, and
Also,
I
a
make
Seth will get the
tokens.
tokens.
Yeah, you get.
I would
Oh.
get. I would get copies.
Yeah, maybe don't do that.
I play my Mountain from Exile first before I do that. Then I'm going to cast Open the Way X3.
Oh,
What happens when you
winning.
cast it? Does
Why
it go to
Krim's
like,
winning.
Nobody cast it for X4. There was a comment as well. You can play.
Yeah, you can X4 if you
X4.
want.
I'm about to X4 be my record if I do that. Hold on.
That's the typical GP day, Krim. What do you want?
Yeah. You know what? X3 is good though. X3 I can still day 2. So let me
Unfortunately, they're going to be basics in your deck, but it's still good.
X3.
You can recast all your commanders forever for the rest of the game.
All right.
Well, that was easy. Right on top, yeah.
It's like I knew what was gonna happen. I'm gonna spend 1 mana, cast Phil's Dark Ritual.
Mhm.
What?
Does it go into my graveyard? Or
Yeah.
is it-
With
Let's
that
go.
3 mana, I'm now going to equip the horn
Mm.
to my angel.
So it's +1/+1 for each creature you control.
Yeah. I'll
So,
actually
yeah.
doodle it out in a second here. I will also spend 2 mana to then cast Altar of Dementia.
He's just taking everything for value. How many cards do you have in hand?
Bro, I've got so many lands.
Krim's gonna mail us out.
I got 4 cards. After that, it's
Wait. Do you want to trigger a Wise Bomb? Can I one-shot Phil? No, right? I'm only at
Wait.
6.
How would I
How do you
If
trigger
you
them all?
sacrifice
Because
the
he has
commander
Alter
to
Dementia
me.
now. He can just build
Oh,
for fun.
sacked all. Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, Phil's still too healthy for this. Okay, I think we need to do this now, I think. 3 mana. I'm going to Crypt Incursion. Exile all creature cards from target player's graveyard. You gain 3 life for each card exiled this way. I think I have the most, right? I have 1, 2, 3, 4. I have 5 creatures. Anyone have more than 5?
2.
I have 1.
I have 5.
We're targeting Phil. I gained 15.
This is at the end of Crim's turn.
Yes.
I'm going to do something before you untap. I'm going to reinforce my friendship with Crim, I believe. So I'm going to cast Benevolent Offering.
Oh, target me. Come on.
It's an
I'm in
instant.
so much trouble.
No, this is good for you. I'm helping you, Crim.
Oh,
You're draining me.
Me and target opponent each make 3/1/1 creature tokens with flying. Crim, you can make
Okay.
the 3/1/1s with flying. And then it says choose an opponent. You and that player each gain 2 life for each creature they control. I will also target you with that, Crim, since you're lowest
My
life total.
man.
So
Okay.
I'm gonna end up
Wow,
making 6
the
spirits because of my commander, and you'll be drained. Everyone gets drained for 2 overall. 3 are tapped, 3 are untapped.
So do I
So-
gain any life?
You would gain 12, yeah, and I will gain 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7,
Yeah.
8,
Yeah.
9. I'll gain 18. Okay, you can carry on.
And then what are they? 1/1 soldiers?
1/1 spirits with flying.
Oh,
I got you. I got you.
I am going to draw. I am going to radiate. It's a land, so it doesn't do anything. So how do you feel about killing someone, Crim?
I like dealing pain.
Better
So-
not be me after I just gained you a bunch of life and gave you some spirits.
Okay, I am going to alley-oop Crim.
Okay.
Oh, I want to attack.
This
but I don't wanna
alley-oop and the help does not make me a trust fund baby, okay? I did not get a boost from the 10K deck, all right? I'm just letting you know that, all right?
If it wasn't for your dad, I don't know where you'd be. Yeah.
Dad, bail me out. Bail me out, Dad.
I'm going to play a Deserted Temple. Taps for a colorless, but allows me to untap a land. Doesn't really do anything on this board state currently, but I could untap my Cradle in the future if I wanted.
Shouldn't we be taking down Richard? He's got all of us poors fighting against each other. He's like the 1%er up there. He's got the $10,000 deck. He's throwing our $10 decks against our $100 decks. When really, who's the real enemy when you think about it? Yeah.
You know, I got $10. I got to do what I got to do, you know?
I'm going to swing an Angel at Phil.
I mean, I'm not gonna jump block, so I'm gonna take 4.
And then I am going to... Oh, wait a minute.
Seems like I am not getting alley-ooped anymore. I don't...
No. We are getting... Wait. So Nuclear Fallout. Each player gets twice -X until end of turn. Each player gets X rad counter. So if I do it for 2, we get -4/-4. Seth's board goes. Phil keeps Manu's Scargar. And then Crim
Okay.
keeps his equipment and the Paco, right?
So I get 2 radiation, and
we all get 2 radiation.
Huh.
Bastard dies.
Oh, you know what? Hold on. I just realized something. I can alter dementia.
Crim is going to start sacking, and then if you guys mill a non-land, I get a +1/+1 counter, and I've agreed to Crim that I will put a counter on his other
Oh,
commander.
that sounds concerning. Hold on.
Wow, this
When we
smells
say a
very
counter, I mean a counter, like a 1/1 counter.
Yes. It's
that
going to
keeps-
live.
Okay, all right.
Come on.
I'm going to sack a spirit. I'll target Phil.
Okay. It's a flooded strand.
It has to be a non-land. So, okay.
Non-land.
Mill you again, Phil.
It's a Ashnod's altar. Ooh.
Oh, okay. Counter onto your commander.
My boy. All right. Then I sack the last one. I'll mill you again, Phil.
It's a very artisan.
All right. I put a
All the
counter
cool
onto my
stuff.
angel.
Wait, why are you
Okay.
saving Crim's commander? Just for fun? Was there
'Cause I
some
want-
sort
I
of
want him
skill
to bill
attached to
people.
this? Or
I wanted him to mill
Okay.
people. Otherwise, he won't mill. Now this resolves everything -4/-4. Pass the turn.
Wow, I untap. Draw for turn. That's the land. Okay. I'm going to mill 2. And these are some of the cool cards. Oh,
Okay.
I gotta
2
stop
counters
for
onto the
that.
Mossman.
Oh.
No, 1 counter on each creature. Sorry.
Yo, you won't pump my angel or my Holden.
Why am I pumping
on,
your
dude.
Holden some more?
Come on. Why not?
You already got a bailout.
Mr. 10K, Dad, bail me out. Pump my stuff some more.
yeah, he did. You're working against your trust fund baby argument.
you
there,
got the
Crim.
co-
Getting
you got the
all
family
money
credit
bags.
card
to,
already.
Trust fund baby. Oh my God.
I'm going to pay 3 mana. And then I play Bastion of Remembrance. When it enters the battlefield, I create a 1/1 human soldier token, and whenever a creature you control dies, everybody loses one, but I gain one.
How many cards do you have in hand, Phil?
Does it help if it's 3 lands? I'm just gonna show them to you. It's nothing scary, okay? Cool part goes to the graveyard. Let me draw a card. And then I'm going to play Isolated Chapter, enters untapped because I control a plains or a swamp. And then I'm going to pass.
Well, I will untap. I'll draw with Phyrexian Arena. I'll draw for my turn. I'll do 2 rad counters. Skull Clamp and Haunted Horror. So I lose 2.
I get 1 counter
Yo,
to 2.
Yo, Dad, bail me out.
Yo, son, it's time for you to
Already
do something
did.
on
Trust
your
fund,
own.
baby. Hulk needs another bailout.
I'm giving you the tools. I'm giving you the tools necessary to succeed in life, son. My job is done.
Well, I mean, I'm pretty sure
moving
this
to
game is
Hawaii.
over for me. I'm going to cast a White Sun's Twilight X5. Gain X life, create X11 colorless Phyrexian Might artifact creature tokens that can't block and affects is 5 or more. Blow up all their creatures.
Oh, wait, that wrath's
That's in my deck as well.
That does wrap the board if it resolves.
Not a counterspell.
Mhm.
As long as you can pay
How much does he need to pay?
15 or something?
13.
All
So
right.
can you pay 13?
I cannot. GG.
I
I'll
can pay 2
play-
because the 1 card I drew was a counter
Oh,
spell.
wait, Fair's Bobble.
So,
There you
I'm
go.
going to counter your
Save.
counter because I
Whoa,
want to
we
stay
just
alive.
saw your hand. We just saw your
I
hand.
just
too.
literally drew 1 card and it was literal counter.
Oh,
Wow, I
Richard.
did not think that was possible.
I don't think
Okay,
I
let's
can do
see.
anything. Let me see.
Oh, clutch as hell. Oh
Wow,
my God.
I did not think that was gonna work.
that's resolved. White Sun on the stack. I'm going to mill Phil for 6.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
How many non-lands were there in there?
4 non-lands.
Okay, I'm gonna put 2 counters on Crim's creatures and 2 counters on my. Or sorry, 1 counter on both of Crim's creatures and 1 counter on my creatures.
My boy. And then now I'm going to sack Holden to mill you 3, Phil.
Where would you be without your
One.
dad's counters, Chris?
Hey,
Three.
you got
that is
bailed
2
out by a
non-lands.
counter as
So I put a
well.
counter onto your commander and my commander.
I'm gonna move Holden to the command zone, by the way, not to graveyard. I don't live that dangerously. And then I'm gonna mill Phil for 9, 12, 6, 12, 15.
So how many
I just put
non-lands?
counters on my
1,
creatures
3.
and then they all die, right?
Yeah, okay.
Yep. All right, so I end up gaining 5, and I make 5 mites, and
See, Seth?
then
It wasn't a counter.
You
I
all
serve-
get drained
yeah,
for 2,
It kind of was.
and I gain 2.
And then I will just play a Wayfarer's Bobble, and you can go.
All right, so then I'm gonna get my rad counters after I draw here.
I can't believe Phil drew that counter.
Yeah, that
One.
was
The odds of that are so low.
Oh, my explorer scope!
Wait, is it Seth
Man.
still dead though?
I only have 7 commander damage. I mean, I guess if you grow it
Oh,
a
you have
bunch
to
more
grow it?
somehow.
Because
but
you can't
yeah.
block with those mites, right? Yeah.
The mites cannot block, yeah.
I play Island.
So many
5,
things.
6,
He
7.
took the whole draft
8,
bid with him.
9. I'm gonna need to borrow these lands,
Devastation.
please. Thank you. I'm gonna play Paco. Check this bad boy out. 1, 2. I'm gonna cast Summer Bloom.
Yep.
Empty your hand.
I'm gonna
Summer
put
Bloom
two
in
lands.
budget?
Yeah, it,
Oh, so you can play lands from Holden too, technically.
Yeah, I have a Vesuva
That
command
same one,
counter.
yes. I'm gonna go ahead and swing Paco at
Yeah.
Seth. Or should I Seth
Mhm.
or Phil?
hey, try to kill Richard while you, I mean, he's
I mean,
literally
Seth is the one that's
shit.
ahead, right? Like right now. Yeah.
I'm
well,
gonna flip.
Oh, Seagate Restoration. Oh, but you don't have a
Jeez.
cool.
hand.
I can draw. I
Oh,
can draw
man.
one
Congrats.
card. So I hit 3, right?
That's it.
Yes. So I take 6 more commander.
And then I'm gonna go ahead and play the Vesuva. I guess I'll just play this to copy Scavenger Grounds.
So responsible.
And then I'm going to cast Abishan's Desire, which is enchanted creature has flying, and it can't be the target of spells or abilities. It's Shroud.
That's
Yeah.
pretty good.
I pass.
Oh god. Okay. So Cradle is no mana. What a terrible $800
Oh,
land.
what a bad card,
two,
yeah.
three.
Overrated.
Oh, I forgot to rad myself. Let me rad myself. 1,
Oh,
two,
Drown
The
Yard.
Valiant
three.
Ground Yard.
The Valiant
Hey,
Ground Yard.
Ground
and
Yard.
You're just playing
Ram.
mill, dude.
So
The
I take
hard way.
one.
It's a
Wow.
mill deck. It's a mill deck. Kill
It's the Wise
Richard.
Mothman. I need your cards to go in the graveyard. I'm going to shock. Go to 23. Mothman is back. Everyone radiate up.
It's back.
Heck yeah. All right.
Radiate.
You know,
I go to 3
having all
radiation.
basic lands means I don't take that much damage.
I am done.
Same. I'm going to draw a card, and then
Ironically,
I'm going to
Prim exiled my
radiated.
mill engines.
Whoa, do I just lose to the dog?
Yeah, one of us might. Without it has flying now, so
9. I'm just gonna be very optimistic and recast my commander. Play a path
That
of
is
ancestry.
optimistic.
Me and Phil are playing the same game.
Yeah,
At the-
I mean, I had my time.
Spend the whole turn, casting
It,
it.
at the end of Phil's turn, I'm gonna cast a village right, sacking a might to draw 2 cards. Oh boy, those are not the ones we needed. All right, so we will untap
Wait, how many cards do you have in hand, Seth? You've been drawing with Arena forever.
3. So I'll untap in Phyrexian Arena. Oh no, draw a card. Now I'll do the radiation thing, which is counterban livestock. So
All right.
not
Not a
take
real
one.
card. I have no idea.
not
What that
land.
no,
Yo.
It's like
an ox.
Weird beast
Richard,
within, yeah.
Pump up this Halden, dude.
Daddy's looking kind of meek over here with the
Yo,
three.
yo.
I will keep helping you, despite the fact that your dog keeps threatening me. Not the best neighbor. I'm gonna cast a cut a deal. Y'all get to draw a card, and then I'm gonna draw
So many
3.
cards.
This doesn't feel like it's helping me, really.
I'm giving you a card. And who gave you the spirits in the life? You'd probably already be dead.
That
if it-
part, that's the reason why I didn't swing immediately at you.
I'm gonna keep being nice to you and hope that that wins you over. 1, 2, 3. I'm gonna play Vault of the
Ooh.
Archangel, and I'm gonna first play my commander. So I'm gonna spend 5 on to get Kemble back out. And then I'm going to spend the 2 to play Over Encumber. It says enchant opponent, when it enters the battlefield, enchanted opponent creates a clue, a food, and a junk token. And at the beginning of combat on enchanted player's turn, that player must pay 1 for each artifact they control. If they don't, creatures can't attack this combat. I'm going to give Krim a clue, a food, and a junk. I will also get a tapped clue, food, and junk because I have Kemble out.
So we all get
And then
one.
you all get drained for 1 because of my commander. Yep. You know what, Richard? I'm gonna swing the mites at you. They're 1/1s with toxic. Yeah.
It's not Wither, right? Okay, so I was going to block
No.
one. I take 3. I go to 19, and I have 3 infect.
3. Yeah. I don't know if it'll be relevant, but technically, you can go, Krim. Token decks are actually kind of annoying to play, aren't they?
Can you look at the number of 4s you have on the battlefield, Krim? Before
Yeah,
you...
I can. Doesn't mean they're not junk. I can pop them now, correct?
You can pop them whenever you want to.
I will draw. Great. I
You
will
also just
rat.
have infinite mana, so you can just pay if you want to because you have so much mana.
Boy,
Did you mill
I-
and not land? No, right?
No, I hit 2 lands. Okay, I'm gonna sack this junk to exile the top card to then reveal a land. As the one does, I'm gonna play the land. I'm gonna gain 3, and then I'm gonna draw a card, which will probably be a land.
How many are you playing? 50?
Surely you can find like 1 set cards that are better than a land.
No, Richard, I can't. Since I have like pseudo shroud, I can't target my stuff.
Oh, you can't. You can't
torment,
equip
right?
the thing.
Yeah. Whack. Let's go to combat. I gotta pay for my horn and my altar of the D.
So 2.
Oh, you stole
Altar
my
the
altar.
D.
Altar of the D.
For dad.
Yeah, for dad. For
Keep
dad.
bailing you out.
How many cards do you have in hand, Seth?
I have 5 Magic the Gathering cards.
And Phil?
I have 3.
Are they good?
They look
I will
good.
I will tell you that one of them is Mind's Eye. Other than that, you're gonna have to guess.
Busted. Absolutely.
That's S tier. Better kill
Wow.
him.
So yeah,
So
hold
yes,
on. That tells
but
me you
If
need
it
my
to
comes
hand's
kill.
down,
great.
it's over.
Like I'm gonna try to eliminate
Hey, you gotta
one
do what you
person
gotta do.
here.
Yo, kill Seth.
I feel bad because he just made me over encumbered, but I think he tried to bait me.
And
he tried to
I
bait
gave
me.
you spirits.
He's manipulating.
Li-
He
life.
did give me spirits.
I can't kill Seth. I could potentially kill Phil, but I can't.
But
kill
then what do I do about you?
That is also-
I'm a-
We're father
I'm
son.
a-
It's fine. Trust
yeah,
your
that
dad.
doesn't mean anything.
I
I'm gonna
can't
swing
keep
at
getting
you,
away with
Phil.
this. You swing at me?
Yeah, I'll
I mean,
swing at
first of
you.
all, we got an attack.
We
together, so
exile.
let's see what we get.
I hit a land.
Ethereal
deadly.
Investigator.
Deadly
dispute.
my
Oh,
God, that
worlds.
must have been so
Worlds.
good. God damn.
So that's
Taco
4,
gets
right?
big.
Oh, Phil, stop. Why? Why you gotta have creatures every time, man?
If I would have drawn this, I might have survived for a couple of turns.
Go to damage.
So I take 9. I might be dead here. Had a pretty good early
You're
game.
currently
though.
dead on board to the Mothman.
Yeah. I mean, it was nuts. So
Yeah.
I foresee that if I cast that Seagate Restoration, all it's gonna happen is I'm gonna draw a lot of lands. But I still want to draw cards. So
I mean, you gotta do it.
5, 6, 7. Oh, I don't even have to pay the real mana. I can just pay whatever.
No, but
Oh,
you
you
have
have
to
to leave
use
a false
real mana
blue
to
mana
cast your
too.
spells afterwards,
7. That's true.
Don't get too excited, son. Pace yourself.
I'm gonna go ahead and cast the Seagate Restoration. I have 3 cards in hand, so I will draw 4. I have no maximum hand size, but boy, do I got some lands. All right. I guess I'll just go ahead and spend 3 mana, and I'm gonna cast Growth Spasm. Search my library for a basic land card, put it onto the battlefield tapped, then shuffle your library. Create a 0/1 Eldrazi spawn.
That helps Seth. Seth makes one too.
That is also true, isn't it? Is your deck just all ramp in your commander? Is that basically all
much.
that
All I
deck
did
is?
is
Ramp
commander,
lands
right?
in the commander, and you
Do
just
I
hope
have-
that you hit
Do
your
I have
opponent's
to
stuff?
answer this question?
That's actually it's actually a sweet way to build a $10 deck. I like it.
Look, you can only do so much on $10. That is going to be it from me.
All right. We're going to untap.
Oh, I have my commander, so y'all get drained for one from me making the Eldrazi token.
Am I still on 3 radiation? Have I been counting this? I don't even know. Okay, here we are. Painful Truths, Jason Bright, Evolution Sage. So I take 3. I go to 15. Radiation gone.
Oh.
Mothman gets a counter. Dude, all my good stuff is in my graveyard. Okay. I'm going to play Altar of the Brood.
Keep that mill going.
Whenever another permanent enters the battlefield under my control, each opponent puts a top card of his or her library into the graveyard. I'm going to play a Spelunking.
Oh,
So first, Altar of the Brood
good.
triggers. So everyone
Everyone
mill
does,
a
right?
card. I'm going to draw a card from Spelunking. I'm going to put a land card from my hand into the battlefield. I guess Temple of the False God?
got the
That'd be great.
$10,000 deck, and you still found a way to fit in that silly land.
And then everyone mill.
wow,
Yeah.
3 lands again. What are the
Three
odds?
more
3 lands
lands.
again.
I mean, for
Okay.
Crim, it's
hey,
pretty
hey,
stupid.
hey.
I'm going to add a green mana. I'm going to play Sylvan Safekeeper.
Mill 1.
Oh, blue sun.
Does it resolve?
Yep.
I mean,
Everyone mill
Bloodseeker.
1. So I get to put a +1/+1 counter on 2 creatures. And then, so this is when I can sacrifice a land and try a creature I control. Can't be the target of spells or abilities this turn.
Oh, Richard popping
And
off.
then I'm going to play a Simic Growth Chamber as my land for the turn. And I'm going to return this Underground Mortuary.
Oh, my Teamer Charm.
charm.
Cabria
Oh, three
take
non-lands.
down.
How many non-lands?
3
are built?
non-lands.
I have
3.
Teamer
Okay.
Charm.
I think we got to kill Phil because Phil powers up Seth.
they are enablers.
Oh,
Seth is at
says-
32 though.
Says the trust fund, baby.
hey, I worked hard to live this long. Okay.
Okay. I'm gonna attempt to hit Phil here. Everyone gets 1 radiation.
Oh,
Yeah,
radiation.
I don't
never
have
ends.
anything.
So Phil is dead.
Oh,
Yeah,
looks like.
yeah,
Yes.
that's CG.
That's a
All right,
great
so-
face.
I
So I
forget
will-
that
Thank you.
Phil is like a real artist. you know?
Untap
Yeah,
and
yeah.
draw.
abilities.
Wait,
Drawn
wait, hold on. Hey.
alive. Brad
Trip's pretty
counter.
good,
I
too.
will. Oh, Mirkwood Bats. That might have done something.
Okay, so
Ooh.
I get to pump again.
Use a swamp. I'm gonna sack the junk. So that lets me impulse draw. So I will exile. Oh, it's free. So I will not spend a mana. So I exile a plane.
White border, beautiful.
All right, I'm going to play that as my land for the turn. I'm going to pay 2 mana to sack a clue to draw a card.
Are we dead?
1, 2, 3, 4,
Oh no!
Uh-oh.
Are we
5.
dead?
Overrun.
Hey, you said you wouldn't kill me. Kill Richard first.
Did he actually say that? When did we make these deals?
I asked him. I was like, "You're not gonna
I
kill
already
me,
played a
right?
play.
Or my dog on your turn."
Yo, Seth, I haven't
God.
done anything to you this whole game.
Yo,
Someone has been hurting you. Turn
that is,
after turn.
I have been helping Krim all game. That is true.
I have not
kinda
done it. So
friends
you may
with
as well
the-
see it through, right? Like you may, as
Grim
well
may be
see it
my
through.
son, but he is an adult now. He can take care
Yeah.
of himself.
So
It's
I'm
time
in my
to fly from the nest, my son.
I'm in my trust fund rebellious phase. So like here I go.
If you need to teach my son a lesson, I think
All
you need
right.
a lesson.
No,
One,
let me
2, 3,
show my
4,
dad what's
5.
up.
What is
Hey,
this?
man. I mean,
Oh, is this?
this is
Moon
all I
Shaker?
can do because I'm about to die. This
Not
is
for
a
me. Not for me.
Moonshaker
I'm not killing
cavalry.
you. I promise you I'm not.
So, so it enters the battlefield. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 creatures.
Oh wait.
So everything's gonna get +6/+6.
And flying.
and flying. I don't think I can kill you both. Or
I told you
would.
I would not kill you, and you said you would not kill me. So I did not kill you, right? Do you remember that part?
Yes, that is true.
Oh, Seth, don't do it.
So
You
I
want to look
did not
silly on
kill
Commander
you.
Clash, do you?
I mean, yeah, it's Richard. You gotta kill him 3 times before he actually dies.
Yeah,
so
I mean, Richard's not actually gonna die.
Yeah, that's true. He's, he hasn't used an actual answer all game.
Yep,
I've taken the field technology of no answers, just questions.
So this is a 1/1 might. All right, I'm gonna use this, and then I'll have 2 of these mites. I'm gonna
I
represent.
mean, if he's
this
gonna kill the
might.
table, I don't think that's going back on your word.
That is.
So
You might even-
these 2 hit for 15, and then these would hit for 7, 14, 20. I mean,
Wait.
I'm gonna go for it. I'm gonna send.
Wait.
Okay.
Don't kill me, and let me see if I died to radiation, because I
mean, it's
radiation.
very
No,
unlikely.
You also said-
I wasn't going for kill you,
Yeah,
but I have
but
to.
He's got 50
if-
lands.
If I can go for the whole table, I think I have to. So I'm just gonna send
No,
these two at Richard and these 2 at Krim. 7, 7, 7, 7, and a 6, 7. And then Richard exactly 15 coming at you in the air. An 8 and a 7 power creature.
Okay.
Show me the fog. Show me the fog,
No, I gotta go
Richard.
back.
Show me the fog.
All
You know
right,
your
I
dad's
am-
gonna fog. Your
I'm
dad's
gonna
always got a
Simic Growth
fog.
Chamber.
Oh, come on now.
Float a blue. Use the green to crop.
Yeah, bail me out.
No, he's
that
gonna
doesn't
bail
bail you
himself
out.
out with a glacial chasm. He's
Oh.
gonna let
This
you
resolve?
die. What kind of father is this? I
I
can't
told you.
respond.
I told you.
I mean, he's
told you.
technically.
Technically, your dad
Doesn't
kind of
say
killed you here, really.
So I'm gonna sacrifice Scavenger Grounds. I'm gonna put a Glacial Chasm into play, and I need to sacrifice
Of
another land.
course
So
you
I'm gonna
are.
sack this Bayou.
Darn it.
All damage dealt to me is reduced to 0.
So now that you've done all of that, right? Before damage,
Fog
So
meta.
that affects.
I'm gonna sack to mill you
You milling me?
4.
Oh, everyone milled 1 from
Oh,
Glacial.
Oh,
true.
okay.
True.
Aw,
Okay.
Wisp
I'm gonna put
Drinker
another
Vampire.
+1/+1 counter here. Okay.
Okay.
Oh no, Candelabra.
Candelabra. Oh my god. That's
So I
that's a
built
big counter
3,
to
so I
deck
can
off.
put a +1/+1 counter on up to 3 creatures.
I'm gonna sack the Eldrazi spawn for a colorless. Then I'm gonna
Mhm.
sack Paco to mill U9, Richard. And then before
Uh,
damage, I'm gonna pop Scavenger Grounds.
So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I guess it doesn't matter. I'm just gonna put +1/+1 counter into my 2 creatures, and then you're gonna
graveyards are gone.
You're gonna pop Scavenger Grounds. Okay.
Yeah, and then I die.
Oh wait, you don't. Okay, because I just mixed your Paco pile.
Wow.
Oh,
But now
lucky.
I can't
Yes.
sleep.
Oh, no.
Chasm.
But I can't attack you.
Yeah, and Seth's
Yeah,
mana
that is
goes
also
through the
true.
chasm, right? It's
Yeah,
life lost.
that is not
So-
untrue.
So how much commander damage have you taken?
Literally 0.
Oh,
Straight
God.
up none.
Oh,
Okay, I don't know if I can kill you. This is currently 6, 7, 8, 11. I actually gotta hit you twice. That's all I gotta do. Okay. Glacial Chasm goes.
Wow. It was
oh,
just
yeah.
a fog.
Expensive one. So I'm gonna draw a card, and then I'm going to radiate Screeching Scorch Beast. So I take 1 damage, and I put 1 counter onto Wise Mothman. I'm gonna play Herald of the Secrets.
Oh.
Ooh,
1, 2, 3,
Ooh.
4. So creatures you
Oh,
control
boy.
+1/+1 counters can't be blocked. So you're gonna mill 1 for
Yep.
the altar trigger.
Ooh, Idol of Oblivion.
So now I got 13 commander damage. So I just need to not die.
So I just need to kill you? That's going to be
yeah,
tricky.
simply just kill him.
I thought I had him last turn.
We swing for 13 commander damage.
So I will take 13 commanders. So I drop to 17.
I'm going to tap this for 3 mana because I have 3
mhm.
creatures. I'm going to cast Balagan Recovery, which says return target card from your graveyard to your hand.
oh,
I'm going to put
Wow.
the Glacial Chasm.
So
Into play?
Oh,
sweat.
yeah.
It enters untapped.
So sweaty.
Reliquary
I
Tower
love
can go. Altar trigger.
I will mill a Loyal Warhound.
All right, 1 more counter onto this thing. Your go, Seth.
Whew. How many cards you got in hand, Richard?
2, 4, 6.
So I will untap. I will draw with Arena and take 1 down to 16. Draw for my turn. Then I will use this rad counter, which will mill a Crowan Horse. So I'll drop to 15.
You got a counter onto Mothman.
And then how do we do this? So we can't actually kill Richard because of Glacial Chasm. My deck's only $100, so I couldn't play Strip Mine, unfortunately.
That's not an excuse. You could play Field. of
Yeah, you
Moon.
can definitely go.
It's
down
not a
the field.
Strip Mine. I'm going to go to combat. I'm going to swing.
Can you go
I
to
have
combat?
2 blockers that do not fly.
All Glacial Chasm says is damage to you is reduced to 0, right? That you can only not attack. I can still attack you, right? Or
Yes,
it's prevented.
Oh, yeah, no.
Okay,
Yeah, yeah.
I can attack.
That
you,
would be
but
absurd if you
you.
couldn't attack.
Okay. Moonshaker and the Mites. That doesn't even matter. That's not enough damage. Richard. I'm going to spend 2 mana. I'm going to cast Angelic Ascension.
What the heck is that?
It's exile target creature or planeswalker's controller makes a 4/4 angel.
That's so cool with your commander.
I'm going to target
Thanks for
Herald of
moving
Secret
spells.
Streams.
Oh, Richard.
So I need to save it. I don't have a choice, but I have so many good lands. I don't want to.
Oh, poor
I
Richard.
guess we sack the Temple of the False God to give it Shroud.
Oh, see, you don't have all good lands. This is when you know the game is going really well. I'm going to play a Mind Stone,
Yeah.
What's all that? It's just,
And then-
it's just cycling.
and then I'm going to sack the Mind Stone to draw a card. Haha.
Tell me you got it.
Scoured Barrens, gain a life.
Oh, nuts. Absolutely correct.
Go ahead.
So I'm going to use this to untap Gaia's Cradle. I'm going to
Mhm.
Cradle for 3, and then I'm going to add blue, and 1 with Diamond City. We're going to capsize buyback your Moonshaker Cavalry.
That would be great if I was alive, yeah. Sure.
Okay, so that bounces back to your hand. I get the card back.
So I got to discard the hand size. I'm going to discard a Orsop Guildgate.
I'm going to sack the Chasm, and then I'm going to draw a card, and then I'm going to Radiate 1, Decree of Pain. So I take 1, I go to 13. Okay, surely you're dead here, right? So, I get a counter on Sylvan Safekeeper? Oh, actually, wait, it makes no sense. On Herald of Secret of Dreams or whatever. And then we are going to go to combat. Swing with the team at you, Seth.
Seth, please
Uh,
settle the wreckage.
Teferi's
Oh, that'd
Toe.
be so good. Generous gift. Target your commander.
I'm going to sack a Diamond City here to give it Shroud.
Crack away first bobble and die.
Oh.
GG. You got it.
Wow.
There is a fog in the deck too. I just didn't find
Were you
it.
looking for this one? I was holding a fog too.
Oh, Richard is so impossible.
The reason
to
I
kill,
had
swear
nothing to
God.
do
It's so
throughout the entire
impossible to
middle of the
kill.
game is I was holding Capsize, Obscuring Haze, and Crop Rotation. I'm like, well, this is awkward.
Just a handful of fogs, but in the end it worked. I guess we proved that Magic is pay to win.
Pay to win. And you
The
pay your son.
$10,000 deck.
No, you pay your son
Yeah.
at the table to give you
Exactly.
extra ammunition.
The budget didn't shine through that much, right? We didn't like.
That's a guy
So the
at
expensive
Cradle.
cards would be the Cradle.
Yeah. We saw expensive cards, but it didn't shine through in power level, right? Like,
Oh, no, the
Chain,
game was pretty balanced. Yeah.
Chains. This is the power move. The Tabernacle. That's like a $3,500 card.
I could have paid every turn.
It's actually a very funny combo with Cradle and Tabernacle because that just pays for itself like that.
Oh yeah.
I was gonna build around chains, but I'm like, it's gonna be hard stacks. So I built a normal deck and then put in some of these expensive cards.
And I hard stacked him with Glacial Chasm.
Well, I think
Seth,
Crim's deck is
where's the
probably where the
question?
budget. Wait, what question?
You got to ask it. Is that a stacks piece?
Oh, I'm slacking. I mean, it's definitely a stacks piece, though. I think Crim's deck is where the budget was most noticeable. I think Crim's deck, it played really well, but you had a lot of lands, too. Like, I think you probably would have fewer lands, maybe, in a non-budget build. Like, how many would you run Crim if you were playing on a normal budget? Like, are you playing more lands than normal to get the budget right?
Yeah, good lord, I have a lot of lands. This is a list that Tomer made because I wanted to go with Urtai, but I could only get it to $10.90. So Tomer says, like, here, just run this. And I looked at it, and it really is, like, I think I'm at 67 lands. And then 18 spells, 1 creature, 2 artifacts,
Wow.
one of those being Bobble, the other being Explorer's Scope.
I
And
mean,
then-
it works, though.
right? You were kind of
Yeah,
in
it
the driver's
works.
seat the whole
The only-
game, and
the
all
whole
that
game
mana
plan is
just
to have
recast
you.
your commander.
Yeah. Have
Wow.
you have all the spells, right? And then the only things that I have that are permanents are things that give hexproof or unblockable.
Yeah, if you would hit one of those earlier, like a way to get invasion, I think you would just kill the table. But you hit your flying thing like kind of late, and by the time other people had stabilized, but I think you would have just won if you hit one of those earlier.
I
Wow.
do be hitting 67 lands every turn, so
Well, anyway, that is $10 deck versus $100 deck versus $1,000 deck versus $10,000 deck. Thanks for watching, everyone. Hope you enjoyed it, and we will be back next week to have even more fun playing Commander. So until then, have an amazing week, and this is a crew signing out.